Okay, so I have been MIA for a while. I know I came to the channel and I was like, I'm gonna be transparent about my life and I'm gonna tell you guys everything. And people, when they're going through things, they don't share the process with you. And like things in my life was rocky, but it didn't like hit rock bottom yet. And then boom, made the channel. And 4 days later, like, well, not 3, 4 days. It had to be a few weeks, like a few weeks later, like, boom, shit got real. And I was like, I cannot share this. Like, wow, life is really like, okay. So now I'm out of that. And, I feel like it's just a lot of lessons that I've been learning and I just want to share them. And right now I'm just being led. I've been really hesitant to make a video. Like, I've been trying to come back to you guys, but one of the videos my hair was stiff, and then the other video, it just like the message that I said the first video, it wasn't as strong. And now I'm just trying to make a video because I'm feeling good and I'm looking good and my baby sleep. So I hope something resonates with you. If not, just stay tuned because I'm gonna be back on my shit, period. But one of the things that I'm learning right now is healing is like literal. Like, you literally have to improve your space. Like, a lot of us try to heal in our shit and it doesn't work. Like, you have to have positive energy around you. You have to have, disconnect from things that are not serving you to actually, spend that time in solitary and alone, to find new habits and new things to do that do serve you, and to surround yourself around new ideas. And a lot of times, like, the universe, God, like God won't send you like your best ideas and transformation when you're still stuck in the shit. So it's like the universe, God, whatever, they're one to me. Like, I feel like he just kicked my ass out of my shit because I wouldn't do it myself. And I'm fortunate, like, that he, that I could hear him, and that I when situations do get to a certain extent, it's just like, okay, God, I get it. Like, I don't have to go through, a cycle too many times. Like, yeah, I go through cycles, but after so much, it's like, okay, God, I see what you're trying to do. And I just feel like, I've been doing so much stuff, like a lot of stuff that I never thought that I would be doing. Like, I've been looking into like chakras and like the actual science behind healing whatever is wrong with you, like mentally, emotionally, and then when you start healing those things, it starts to take format like physically. But it was just like a lot of stuff that God was leading me to do. And then I started to look into spirituality, and I'm like, damn, like, this is the same thing that God is telling me to do, to drink more water, to get outside, to get sun, to watch what I'm watching and looking at. Like, I started to look into like the devil frequency. It's always been something, like, I've always said I have to be careful about what I listen to. Like, I was going through this breakup one time, and I would love to like listen to Kelly Price and Kim. I can't stop loving you. And then I was like, Kiana, like, you can't keep singing this shit over yourself and think that something's gonna change. So it's just like God is just putting me into this, like, really, it's like a sarcastic tone. Like, I was telling you this, like, he's just like sending me confirmation from different like principles that, like, what I was thinking, I'm not overthinking. And then like another one of my issues is a lot of times God will download stuff into me, like whether it's things that I need to abstain from, or things that I should be thinking a little bit deeper about. And I'll try to tell other people and get them to get, on board with me, like, or God will be telling me to do something, and it's like, damn, I don't want to do it by myself. That's going to be like lonely, or it's going to be like not fun, or what if I get embarrassed? And I try to bring other people along with me, and it doesn't work like that. And I think I kind of talked about this in the first video. So it's just like, I'm just in this really like weird place where God is telling me things, and then he's confirming them, and then he's telling me again, and then he's confirming them. So like it feels good. But okay, so I guess today's whatever I want to talk about lesson is about remembering who the fuck you are. So a lot of times in life, I feel like we bury things, or we bury the significance of things because it's either painful, uncomfortable, things that we don't want to remember. But that's a part of healing and self-reflecting. And if you don't do it now, you're eventually going to have to. So like one thing that I reflect on often is like how God has given me a gift. If you don't know, I'm a hairstylist, and I pay my way through school. And it's so crazy. Like I still have student loans, but I work my butt off to pay my way through school doing hair. Like I've done hair. I remember my freshman year, I was a nursing major. My dad told me if I made any C's, he would stop paying for my tuition. And you know, it was my first semester away from home. Like, so long story short, I did make 2 C's, but I was still on the dean's list, and that nigga stopped paying my tuition. So it was like I was gonna pack up and not be able to, you know, go back to school, because it's like, how I'm gonna afford this. My mom was paying for my like housing, and it's just like I can't ask her to pay for my tuition too. And then, you know, she was military, so she made too much for me to get anything like financial aid wise. So it's like literally people just started, I would wear my hair really, really like cute, and I would get it done for cheaper, but I styled it really good. And so girls in my building, you know, I went to a HBCU, so girls in my building would be like, Slim, can you do my hair? And I would be like, you know, I don't braid. I don't know how to do any of that. And then it turned to like, well, can you try for $30? And I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, I'll do your hair. Yeah, I'll do your hair. And so it's like God made provision, even though it was an uncomfortable time, you know, when I thought everything was going to be paid for and I could just focus on school. And now it's just to me having to figure out how I'm going to pay for school. He made a way. And it's like I totally ignored the fact, and I will always bandwagon onto things that other people were doing because I seen it make them a return. And then it's a lesson in that too. Damn, I need to write that down because I want to talk about how everybody want to come in the beauty industry. Let me...
Before I close the video out,
Okay, even though, so long story short, I would kind of get on the bandwagon of other stuff. Like, it was this one point in time where I was cool with these girls from New Orleans, and they used to do some little cricket stuff, and I would, you know, they'll give me my little pay or whatever. Then I cut myself off from them, and then it got to the point to where a lot of my friends and clients were dancers, and I'm like, you know, I'm skinny and I post my body anyway, like on Instagram, like let me go make a couple coins or whatever. And it made me feel so uncomfortable. I'm not even gonna lie, the whole energy in there. And it was like, it served as a lesson for me, even though it was like very uncomfortable for me. It did serve as a lesson because that's what taught me, like, people they'll talk things up and hype it up as if like one of the things was, oh, you don't have to do much, and you can be, you know, you could be like this, and you don't have to, they're not gonna touch you, and da 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 da. You know, and my gullible self that ain't really never been through nothing, I'm like, okay, girl, I'm gonna go with you on Saturday and we're gonna see how I go. And, you know, going there and just I'm a naturally like introverted person. I don't like the spotlight on me at all. Like, I don't like people to look at me, like, just let me be in my corner. And it's so weird because I'm a Gemini. We supposed to be like the center of attention, but unless I'm comfortable with you, I'm not like that. So I would go and I would feel really like just out of place. And then it kind of showed me how people will pick you out and try to like somewhat conform their personality to you, to use you for things, like, or to get what they want out of you. And so I would like go to the club or whatever, and it would be men. They would come up to me and be like, why you sitting over here by yourself? You beautiful. Like, you remind me of my daughter. You know, like, what you doing in a place like this? And I'd be like, you know, finally somebody understands I'm not supposed to be here. Like, wow, like, okay, let me talk to you. And so, you know, I'll talk to them, and, you know, they'll give you a couple dollars or whatever. Not much, not like them girls was making. And whatever. And then that same man would turn around and kind of be like, well, what you doing tonight? I want to take you home. Or, you know, something like that. And I'm like, damn, this nigga he just said that I reminded him of his daughter. And now he want to, you know, so it was like just little stuff like that. But basically, like, those type of things are things that you have to remember to break cycles. Those are the type of things that you have to remember to, you know, remember who the fuck you are. Like, I remember my first night dancing. Somebody came up to me. It was like, God, I swear to God, it was at Foxy's on, like on the south side, and it wasn't nobody in there. I think the owner's name was like Tony or something. It wasn't nobody in there. It was like probably like a bartender, another dancer, and I was cool because I'm like, okay, this is what it's gonna be like cool. And I'm not thinking like you gotta make money, you gotta make tip out, and I'm just thinking like it's not as bad as they thought. I mean, as I thought. And so this man walks up to me and he was like, I don't feel like you're supposed to be doing this. He was like, I don't think you cut for this. He gave me $100 and he was like, these girls, like, I don't, like, he was telling me it's not for me. And it wasn't on no, like, you're not attractive or, it was just like, you don't fit in. Like, why are you here? He gave me $100 and he left. He did not touch me, nothing. But it was like, that kind of motivated me to stay in it. Cause I'm like, damn, if all the dudes like this, then like, I'm supposed to be here. But just long story short, and I know some people will be like, oh, she dancing, da-da. But I was fucking 21, 22, like trying to figure it out and going, living life. You got some girls as video vixens. You got some girls as escorts. I fucking wore a bikini and some heels a couple of times and figured out it was not for me. So if you want to judge me because of that, that's fine. But I'm sharing my story so that people could heal. That's what I'm here for. So basically, like, it really takes time to like reflect on those things and to figure out and to remember, like from that cycle, that short cycle of doing things that I did not have to do to make money. Like, God had gave me a gift. All I had to do was go a little bit harder with that gift. All I had to do was promote a little bit more. All I had to do was seek a little bit more help. All I had to do was focus on what was proven to work. But instead, it's like these distractions came in. And there were lessons that I needed to learn and go through because I'm talking to you about them today. So it was significant, obviously, but it takes to reflect on those things to break the cycle. Like now, before I try to build another stream of income, I make sure, are you going to feel comfortable? Is it going to take more, is it going to take more to do this? Like, are you going to have to take more energy and be around people that you don't want to be around to do this? Like, is it worth a couple of more dollars? Are the couple of more dollars worth exposing yourself to these type of energy? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lesson that I definitely had to learn. And then that also, like, this is the note that I made. Everybody wants to be in the beauty industry. Like, they all want, but not just in the beauty industry, like in strategic ways. Everybody sees, okay, hairstylists, they make money. People that sell bundles, they make money. People that do this, they make money. What is it? Lash techs make money. But instead of thinking like, what do I like to do? And how can I make money from it? Like, how am I trying to explain this? You could see that the beauty industry is profitable, right? So be in the beauty industry by all means. But why do you have to do hair? Why do you have to do nails? What if you have a real talent about with accounting? Why not choose to seek multiple hairstylists or multiple people that is making money and are horrible with finances or make so much cash that they might spend it just as quick as they get it and serve your purpose in that industry? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody does not have to be a service-based type of beauty industry provider. Like, you can do other things that actually align with your spirit. My baby waking up, so I'll show y'all her at the end, because I know this video is all over the place, but it was just a few things that I need to say about remembering who the fuck you are. But you don't have to do what the crowd is doing or what they're enticing you to do or what you think is the only way to make money. Like, money comes with innovation. When you find a need, right? Or when you find a need within a industry that's booming already or whatever, serve your purpose. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing to bring you fulfillment. If you're really bomb with tattoos, don't try to be a hairstylist, okay? Don't try to be a hairstylist when you got a gift of drawing. If you have a gift of drawing, you could be creating canvases and selling them on Etsy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's other things that you could do. You don't have to hop in somebody else's lane because you feel like it's going to be profitable or because it was a success for them. It might not be for you. You have to stick in your lane, stay in your lane, figure out what your past has shown you about yourself, figure out your strengths and your weaknesses, and then do whatever moves you, do whatever will be profitable for you with your strengths and your talents. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I wanted to speak on. I keep getting missed calls. I feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's the negative energy trying to get me from getting this lesson out. And I know I probably said some stuff that probably don't correlate, but it'll correlate later. So just take it, put it in your pocket, and then just we'll figure it out. Because my mind is everywhere. I just wanted to talk about remembering who the fuck you are. Not just emotionally, mentally, but remember the things that you've been through. Remember the things that God has taken you through and shown you. Yeah, just all that good stuff. Let me call these people back, and I just wanted to share baby Reagan. This is my reason. This is the reason why I'm making sure I'm taking healing seriously, letting go anything that does not serve me, because it is all about this one. Everything is about this one. This one ain't even about me no more. It's about this one. Say hey. So I'm gonna start, I guess, to make more content. Me and her go to the park sometimes and do things like that, just to show y'all things that I do to keep my mind clear. I don't know if you see my video the other day. Yes, y'all, I'm a mommy. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all see I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. My video that I uploaded yesterday, but it's more about like affirmations. Well, it's not about affirmations. It's just affirmations. So a lot of I release, I ams. So give that a look. And I'm just going to be sharing what I could share right now. And then when I'm ready to share the tea, please believe, I'm going to share the tea too. But we love y'all. And we're going to go be productive. I got a doctor's appointment. Wish me well. Bye, guys.